Okay, hello people. I slowly pushed in the two pistons, and as you can see, they're all the way back. Before they used to be right about here. Now they're all the way back, and I'm going to install the new brake pads. I use the old pad. If the car, like let's say you bought a car and it didn't even have calipers on it to begin with, and or it did have the calipers but no pads, what you'll do is you could always just put like an open-end wrench right on both pistons and then do the same exact thing, but because I had the pad, it made it a lot easier. So now I'm going to throw on the new pads. There's one important step after I do both sides, which I will post a video of when you first do the brakes. You don't want to just get in and drive the car. You got to pump the brakes. And if well, I can show you that in this video. I put on new gloves because the dust from the brakes is not good for you. So I didn't want to get it on my phone, which I think I already did, so I gotta clean my case. Let's see. I think I only opened up the hood once on this car. We just got it. Okay. So this is the brake reservoir. The brake fluid used to be most of the way down. Now since all the fluid's in the lines and I'm pushing up the calipers, it's pushing the fluid back up the line. So if you guys filled this up because it was low, most likely when you push it up, it's going to overflow and it's going to go leak. But that stuff is not harmless to anything in the car, really. So even if it does leak, no worries on that. So no problem there. But when I push back the other side, that's when it'll come all the way up. Plus, when the car's on an angle, so you won't be able to. It's a twin cam 24 valve engine. Also, when you guys first come to buy a car, especially if it's a Subaru, open up this cap, and if it looks creamy like chocolate in there, that means that the car has a blown head gasket and water getting into the oil, so you don't want that to happen. If that's it, you can replace the head gasket, but if the car's got a little bit of miles on it, like 160, 170,000, you might as well do the whole motor. But unless it's a Subaru, which that happens most on every car, if it's a Subaru, you might as well just replace the head gasket and keep going, unless, of course, the mileage, again, is high. So these should have some spring to them when I put them in, so I might have to put a little bit of pressure. Putting the pads in are easy. You just gotta slip in. It's usually the bottom, but I guess in this case it's the top. And yep, there we go. Now I can just tap it in with a screwdriver or with my hand. I'll do it with a screwdriver just this way to get a good seal in there. See, there's one in, and this is two in. Okay, there we go. Do the top first. There we go. Okay, as you can see, two new pads. Here's the caliper. The brake line hose is starting to get a little drier out on it, so I'll probably replace that. But then when I replace it, we'll have to bleed it too. So no worries on that. This is a Lexus. You don't want to hit the brakes and the car don't stop. Okay, so these things should go in. As you can see how they're going in. They come out because as the brakes get worn out, they have to come out for the caliper to move also. Because I pushed the pistons back, as you can see it slides on. I might have pushed them back a little bit too far, but that's the way. And if you guys noticed, if you guys saw my other parts, you guys will know I just forgot to do one step, put in those clips. So that I'm going to do now. I'm glad I remembered. This one was a little bit bigger, not that it matters, but I remember this one on the bottom. So put inside one hole and compress it with my finger, get one inside the other. Now this one, yeah, they're both pretty much the same width. Do that. Only if you guys were watching part one, or have ever done the brakes on a Lexus, that's how you'll know. Forgot to put those in. So now, try number two, put it in the caliper. Okay. So now it's pretty much one side of a brake job done. But, hold on, I'll just put in the caliper bolts too. Since since I'm already here and the video's still a little bit short. I usually do the bottom first, but in this case I did not, because the bottom is easier. Then you can swing it to find out where the top is, but the top was already found. So just do those. I'll tighten those up really quick so I can show you guys how to tighten them down. I know tightening, I'm getting a little in over my head, but again, if anyone knows how to do brakes on this video, you guys will know. Tighten it too much, you'll cross thread it. No, not cross thread, I'm stupid. You'll strip it, then you have to replace this whole piece, and that would not be a happy time. Well, it's not hard to do. This bolt over here and then one at the bottom. The only reason why it'll be annoying is because brand new, they only sell those pieces with the caliper. You can of course buy it used though. Used, they might sell it to you, but they're probably gonna want to sell you the caliper too. So basically, you probably won't be able to get one for under 30 bucks. But then you also have to wait till you find one, because again, they never sell it without it. You have to wait till you find one. Then when you do, you gotta make sure it works. Now I'm only gonna take down one. As you can see, it's nice and snug on. Once it's nice and snug, you just do a little bit more. Once it's hard for you to push, you do one more quick little turn, and you're done. And if you want to do good for like good locks this way, you don't mess it up. A little more, that's it. Any more, I'm gonna cross it. Anyway, comment, rate, subscribe. That I think is part 3, and part 4 will be when I show you how to break in the new brakes. Bye guys.